Good morning, my dear students. Welcome back to your geography class. So, we are going to start with the next chapter, Ocean Currents. That is your chapter 5. Before starting with the new chapter, let's do a short revision of what you all have learnt in the previous class. Now, children, we have completed chapter 4, that is structure of ocean floor. In that, we have learnt about the various parts of the ocean floor. Okay, we have learned about the relief of the ocean floor, then what are marine deposits, what is continental shelf, slope, abyssal plains, mountain ranges and plateaus, marine deeps and marine trenches also. Now we are going to learn about ocean currents. Now what are ocean currents? Now children, you all must have heard about the warm currents, cold currents. So this is what we are going to learn in this chapter. How does the heating affect the ocean currents, etc. Now see here some important points. Ocean currents, we are going to learn horizontal surface ocean currents, effects on the ocean surface currents on human life, deep ocean currents and importance of deep ocean currents. Okay, you must have seen you must have visited a seashore. Okay, now and observed the water moving towards the shore. So these permanent streams of water which flow in definite direction from the one part to the other are known as ocean currents. Now see in your textbook we are going to start with the experiment first. A large metal tray we have to take, water, spirit lamp and sequence. Now children, what we have to do is pour the water in the tray. After the water becomes still, leave the sequence in them. After some times, the sequence will start floating in the water and become still too. After the water stops moving, it will become still. Now, after some time, light the spirit lamp and place it below one corner of the tray. Observe what happens. On the basis of the observation, we will discuss what is your opinion towards the experiment. Consider the following questions for the same. There are some questions which are there in your textbook. So we are going to discuss about the experiment. First one. What did you understand initially by observing the sequence? When the sequence leave in the water, they start floating in the water. After some time, the sequence become still. Second question, when the temperature of water starts increasing, what changes did you see? As the temperature of water increases, the plastic sequence moves from one place to another. Third, observe the movement of sequence. The sequence start moving in circular motion. There is a movement of the sequence because of the flow of water. What conclusion drawn from the same? As the temperature rises, the density of water decreases and it becomes lighter. Therefore, the water having lower temperature, which is heavier, replaces the water with higher temperature. Where can such processes take place on the Earth's surface? Such processes takes place in seas and oceans. What are those processes and why do they happen? These processes are called ocean currents and that they happen because of sun's heat and increasing of the temperature. Now see children, as the temperature of water increases, the plastic sequence moves from one place to another. As the temperature rises, the density of water decreases and it becomes lighter. And hence the cold water is replaced by the hot water. And therefore the water having lower temperature, which is heavier, replaces the water with the higher temperature. After some times, the sequence start moving in circular motion. There is a movement of these sequence because of the flow of circular motion. Now see, there is one incident which is given in your textbook. Very surprising. A very strange incident occurred in the Pacific Ocean in the year 1992. A cargo ship sailed towards America from Hong Kong while traveling through the Pacific Ocean near the Hawaii Islands. A container full of toys fell into this ocean and broke. Around 28,000 rubber toys stored floating on the ocean. This incident this incident occurred on 10th of January 1992. Now a strange thing happened. After around 10 months on 16th November 1992, some of these toys reached the coast of Alaska. Some of these crossed the Bering Strait and moved up to the Arctic Ocean by the year 2000. Some of them also floated in the Atlantic Ocean from the Arctic. Some of these reached the eastern coast of America in 2003, and some of the toys had even reached in the European coast by 2007 from the Hawaii Islands. Some toys took a route to Australia. Now see, can you see in the picture from where till where these toys were flowing? What do you think? What was the reason? See the map showing the distribution of toys in the ocean. The same map is there in your textbook also. See the toys, how they are floating. Can you see the picture of the toys floating? Yes. Why did the toys travel in this way? The toys traveled because of the ocean currents. The surface ocean currents and the deep ocean currents. I hope you all have understood till here. So now children, we'll stop here. We'll continue in the second part. So for today only this much. I hope you all are completing your notes together. Whatever is remaining I'll be sending you all. And regarding the exam, I think today in the assembly you must have heard your teacher telling about the exam. So we'll be discussing first and then all the details will be sent to you all on the group. Okay, subject wise, whatever subject, how many marks, what will be the portion, etc. and what questions, what type of questions will be sent to your group. A detailed information will be typed and sent to you all in the group. I hope you all understood the video. If any doubt, you can join the DCS. Thank you. Have a nice day.